Previously on that Cthulhu John.
I'm gonna mason his car.
What did you do to me?
Yo, Dick Tracy, who are you?
My name is Mike Earl. I am a private detective. Your grandfather hired me to make sure that you go to Alaska and that you didn't just steal his money.
To have another look around.
So you crack the safe open. Inside, there is a familiar looking book.
Well, what do we have here?
There is an XV on the side of it.
What did it say in the last book? There could be a way?
You can take more life from one person and less life from others.
Well, this kind of confirms my fears.
I was gonna call my grandpa.
Hi, Heather.
I just wanted to tell you sorry for the delay of taking so long to get there.
That's just fine. We'll see you when you can get here. In a week or so. Sounds pretty good.
Well, thanks for being so understanding.
Yeah, of course. Of course. It'll be nice to see you. I bet you look just like your father. Welcome to that Cthulhu John. Hello, thanks for joining us for that Cthulhu John episode 71. We are a real play Call of Cthulhu podcast. I am George, your keeper of arcane lore. And with me are my friends and investigators, Chad.
Ready to go.
Chuck.
Let's fucking go, baby.
And Jenny.
Hi.
All right, guys, when we last left
Sorry.
off, we were at the hospital in Walter's room, I believe. You guys have, congratulations, found the 15th book of the Speculum Magus.
Yay!
About fucking time.
More terrifying than I had imagined.
Just sitting there a whole time.
Now what do we do with it?
Within the book, there are some diagrams that look like, rather than take 10 years of life from 5 people, you can rather take all of it from one person or some more from one person and less from another, perhaps.
Divvy it up.
Yeah.
Little mix-up.
But it looked like Brightly was not planning on having an even division of the power.
Sweet.
I'm wondering if his diagram might, be more skewed toward one person than any, or maybe two, or...
Like somebody with the name
somebody-
starts with the W.
Oh, I don't, possibly. Or like him and Raquel, or maybe he was going to flip it on everybody and not himself, I don't know. But with a little more study from our boy here, comparing the different glyphs and things, I'm wondering if what we found on his desk or whatever might indicate such.
Did you leave that stack of papers with me? Or does Heather have that overlay?
The sketches,
Yeah.
different
And when you
pages.
stacked all the pages together and it made one diagram?
Yeah, I thought you brought them to the hospital.
I did.
Yeah.
Well, that's good to know then. So I'm going to try to compare those to some of the other diagrams in the book and see if I can identify which ritual was intended.
So that's going to take a little bit of time and studying to see that. Which book are you looking in?
Well, I thought the 15th book had all the different diagrams in it.
It does. But there's also, just to remind you, there's also a carving on the 15th book. Different from the binding ritual circles.
Well, unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be a little more difficult to match this up than just kind of holding it next to it. So I may have to do a bit more reading before I can really identify what Brightly had up his sleeve. But I'm pretty sure I kind of get the idea. Well, could be wrong, though.
Seems fair. I mean, I would assume as such. Try to get through the as much of the book as you can, get a full understanding.
All right, so Walter, are you just going to continue with your studies? I mean, there's not much else you can do in the hospital, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, the gang has my number if they need me, but otherwise I'll probably just keep my head down and read as much as I can, hopefully get the gist of things.
I can't help but think that, the further we go with this, the more and more dangerous and awful things are going to get. I'm not sure how much you've researched the Ophidian priest spell, the Heartbuster, but if you can figure out some of the details, I feel like that might be worth looking into.
Yeah. I mean, if nothing else, we're brightly to try to use this on one of us. I mean, maybe it could be used against him to
True.
stifle him.
It also might be nice to know if there's some requirements so we can see if he's preparing or, we would know it was coming, maybe have time to react. But yeah, also maybe to flip it on him or even to use against some of the Ophidians. Lest you remember that I am currently a bit of a wanted man.
A dangerous game indeed. What are you planning, with your wife and kids and all that business you had told me?
I've been thinking a lot about that too, honestly. I'm not sure there's much I can do until Tricky gets out of the hospital, unless I decide to take Joey's face or something maybe and go there. I mean, I'm not sure.
Well, I mean, if it'll help, you could hang on to this. And he reaches inside his jacket's like next to the bed and produces the very concealable Derringer. He says there's only 4 shots loaded and there's no 100% guarantee they'll always work given their age and delicacy, but...
Hang on to that, Walter. I'll have something to use, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's no problem for a police officer to get a gun, but I mean, this one's small and can be hidden.
Yeah, but what about you? You're kind of laid up in here. I mean, not that anyone really expects you yet, but...
I hope. He looks a little worried when he thinks about that.
You're kind of stuck here. I'd rather you have it.
Alright, I'll follow your lead on this one. He stows it away.
Alright, do you guys head out, do anything else for the day here?
How long has how long has Heather been gone at this point?
She would be on the phone, I guess, and we're just kind of shoot the shit. I suppose I'm just waiting for her and going ahead. I mean, figure we'll leave him time to study and stuff.
Right.
But...
Yeah, the passage of time seems somewhat relative, rather, for Walter at the moment.
Do we have to go back to what's-his-face's house? Don't you still have his car?
Mm-hmm.
At some point.
I don't want to... I mean, he's had some time to rest now, so he's probably up and about. I don't want to go poking around unless he's back at school.
Yeah, he's probably all stabby.
Did you come back from the phone yet?
Yeah, I bust in the door like Kramer.
I was just thinking about...
I just
Heather, hey.
walked in.
Startle me. Don't do that. Everything's very tense right now.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, I was just thinking about using the phone. I'm sure Raquel's had enough of me for one day, though. Would you mind trying to give her a call and asking about Professor Winklespect and Professor Freeman, their schedules tomorrow as well? But if Tom Winklespect is at school for some time, we could try to swing by his house while it's still daylight.
Yeah, I'll call her.
And we'll wrap it up, I guess. Good luck, Walter.
He takes a moment and kind of marks the section he was reading with his thumb and looks up. Yeah, of course. You guys too. If you need anything, the phone is right by my side here. But I guess otherwise I'll try to pour through these and see what I can find out.
I'll let you get back to it. I see you're eager. And I follow her out of the room. I'll walk with her, I guess, to the elevator or whatever.
Okay.
He's a bit consumed by the books and doesn't
Bye,
really
Walter.
even
Bye.
notice. He just kind of mumbles.
Uh-huh. Doesn't lift his head up.
He forgot we were there. Oh, yeah. See ya.
Where do you guys go after you leave the hospital? Or do you leave the hospital? I'm assuming you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna call Raquel. I guess I'll call her office since we just saw her.
So you call up Raquel, you ask her for Tom Winklespec's schedule?
Mm-hmm.
All right, his schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 to 10 for his classes, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 3 for his classes that he teaches.
So he doesn't teach on Tuesday or Thursday?
He doesn't teach on Tuesday or Thursday.
He experiments.
And funny enough, neither does Willis Freeman.
Damn.
They experiment.
Were the hours one more time?
All right, so Tom Wink has 2-hour classes. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, he does one 8 to 10. He also does one 1 to 3.
Okay.
Willis does Monday, Wednesday, Friday. He has a class from 10 to 11. He has a class from 1 till 2. And he has a third class from 4 to 5.
Well, I guess that solves that. We could go check on Willis. Either way, I mean, I do have his van. I do have to make a stop somewhere.
Can I go with you, or do you need to go alone? Or is it something copy?
It's probably not the biggest deal, but like
What you doing?
picking up that gun from Freddy.
All right. I assume Heather's not going to come with you on this one.
I feel like it's not the
Probably
greatest
not.
idea.
It's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, and she's got the other vehicle anyway, right?
Yep.
All right, so I guess we'll go our separate ways for now.
Right, Heather, what do you do? Where do you go?
Where is Professor Bradshaw again? Like, how far is he?
He lives out in Westchester.
That's pretty far.
Yeah.
I might just go to the fireside, kind of poke around.
Okay. All right, so you go to the Fireside Tavern, your place of employment, that was shot up recently, and Sal was hit, the owner. Mm-hmm. He's in the hospital. You visited him like once, but Walter, you visited like 1,000 times.
Yeah, but it was only like yesterday.
That's true. But the bar has been closed as there's been no one to run it right now. And you get there, let's say you get there around, where were you at? Jefferson to South Philly. Let's say you get there around 4 o'clock.
Julie's waiting out front. Finally!
Well, funny you should mention that.
Uh-oh.
Because coming down the block right now is Julie.
Yay!
But Julie's walking a lot straighter than usual. She seems
That's only 4.
pretty sober right now.
And I recognize it's her, like, right away.
You recognize her right away, yeah. And as soon as she sees you, she gives a big, she holds up her right hand and waves it real big and friendly like.
Julie? Hey!
He goes, "Hey, Heather! Heather, listen, I was here yesterday and it was closed. Is everything okay?"
Yeah. I mean, Sal's sick right now, so, it's just,
Oh,
I haven't been
okay.
working, so, I mean, have you been here recently? Besides, trying to get in yesterday?
She said, "I took a day off from drinking because I had a real bad hangover, so it's been a couple days since I was here. I was last here on Monday. I'm sorry, Sal's not feeling good."
Oh, he'll be okay. He'll pull through. I mean, he's a tank. Have you seen, like, anything weird around here? I feel like it's weird that Sal's not here and, I'm not working right now. Like, seen anybody, like, weird hanging around?
Says, "No, well, I mean, I stopped by yesterday. I didn't see anything looked out of the normal. Hey, are you going to open up?"
I mean, I have the key. If I have to go get some stuff from the office. If you want to come in, I'll grab you a drink.
"Oh, that sounds great. Yeah. Let's open up and get things started, huh?"
Okay. So I'll let her in.
All right, she comes in and she pulls right up to the bar and takes she takes out $5, puts it on the bar, and says, "All right, Heather, just vodka sodas and keep them coming."
Okay, well, as long as I'm here, I didn't plan on staying all day.
Oh, well, okay, maybe just one drink and maybe one quick Leonard Skinner song.
Okay, so I'll make it for her. Make sure the jukebox
Before she goes into withdrawal.
turns up for her. Give Mama her medicine.
Yep. So she has the drink and plays a couple tunes on the jukebox, but she gets the picture that you're trying to get out of there. I mean, you already told her, but she asks you, so are you going to be opening up later on today or tomorrow? Or...
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
I really like it here. I just really like
I
it.
know. I like you too, Julie. I'm maybe tomorrow. I got to talk to Sal. There's a lot of stuff he does that I don't know about, so I can't really open.
She goes, "Oh, okay, all right. Well, I'll just head on home for right now. You know what? I'll call the bar later on rather than just try to stop by like I did, well, yesterday and today. And I'll just see if you guys are open later on.
That's a good idea.
We'll hang out. We'll have a good time, Heather."
You're always a good time. Do me a favor, if you do just pop around here, just let me know if anybody's like looking like they're trying to, when places are abandoned. I don't want anybody robbing the place when we're closed.
Oh, yeah, sure. If I see anyone casing the joint, I'll let you know.
Exactly.
I mean, how would I let you know if I saw someone there and you're not here? Can I get your number?
I give her the number to my apartment.
Okay. She has your apartment number.
Yeah.
Not that you'll be going there.
I'll check in for messages, but...
That's about it. Okay. So, what did you do in the office in the fireside?
I don't know, I'm just looking to see if I see anything suspicious, clues of anyone being in there.
It looks in the same condition as you left it last.
Alright, I'm gonna call, Sal. I'm gonna call Sal.
In the hospital?
Yeah.
All right.
Better call Sal.
All right, so you... Fuck, that's pretty fun. All right, so you're calling from the fireside?
Yeah.
Okay. Julie has left at this point. You kind of nudged her out the door after giving her your phone number.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock the door behind her.
Good idea. She might come back otherwise.
Seems like a lingerer.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, you call up the number for Sal's room, and you hear, "Yeah, hello."
Hey, Sal, it's Heather.
"Oh, hi, Heather. How are things going?"
Alright, are you okay?
"Yeah, I mean, considering that I got shot a couple times, yeah, sure, I'm doing just fine."
I'm sorry, you know what I mean. I'm at the fireside now. I just kind of wanted to check in and see if you need anything. Is there anything I should bring to you or destroy? I don't know.
He says, "Yeah, now that I think about it, there's some books in the back there that, you might want to just bring to me. I wouldn't say destroy them exactly, but if you should start to run the bar, then you might not want to get caught with some of those books."
Okay, where are they? Are they in your desk or?
Oh, yeah. Desk, top drawer, left side.
All right, I'll stop by today if I get a chance and give them to you.
I think she knows the ones.
All right, and Heather, remember, I want you to take the bar over. It's like my baby, Heather, and I want it to be taken care of by someone good. It's the only legacy that I have.
Why are you not working right now?
She's such... Sal, that's the nicest thing that anybody's ever said to me.
He says, "Yeah, well, it is, by the way, Thursday. It's usually the day you work."
Well, okay, I'll bring you the books and maybe I'll try and open up tomorrow, but I gotta bring you these books, right?
Okay, all right. All right, another day shut down ain't gonna break the bank, so to speak, but yeah, we could use those books for sure.
All right, I'll see you later, probably.
All right, Heather.
All right, I love you,
Bye.
Sal.
Bye. He just hangs up.
Oh, I love him so much. I know it's a fake character. I love him so much.
Oh man, that's great.
So, what did Thompson do?
I had to swing by Freddy. Was it Freddy?
Yeah, Freddy's place. You go to Freddy's apartment in a rundown area of the Northeast. He has one of those buzzers on his door. What do you do? Do you call him? Do you just go straight to the...
Does he have a pager or use a pager ever?
If he has a pager, you don't have his pager number.
I feel like I probably talked to him not terribly long ago, so I just swing by. I don't know. What did I do? Would I normally just like honk the horn?
Well, you know which apartment he's in.
I go buzz.
All right, so you buzz up to his apartment, and he answers, yeah, it's Freddy.
It's Luke.
Oh, yeah, hey, why don't you come on up? And you hear...
And pull the door. Keep a hand on my piece. Like, subtly, but yeah.
What piece? Your taser?
I did have another gun that is my gun.
Oh, but you wanted an unmarked, like
I want one that can't be traced to me. Yeah, basically.
I gotcha.
A hotter
Gotcha.
piece instead of using mine while I'm on the lam, you know.
I thought you were bringing Lenny's sawed off with the rope around the barrel up your sleeve.
Oh man, Lenny might still have that one. I don't know.
I thought you. Oh, never mind. I thought you had that.
Did I?
I thought you had acquired it recently.
Perhaps. I'm not the greatest with rifles anyway. A little better with handguns, but I mean, I didn't get rid of it yet.
All right. So Freddy buzzes you up. You head up to his apartment number. The door is slightly ajar, just enough for you to be able to open it up.
Give it a knock, kind of lightly.
He's going to say, yeah, come in.
I don't step in immediately.
All right.
History of that.
Okay.
But I push it open and
When you push it open, you see Freddy sitting at a table just inside the door. Over the table is a cloth. It looks like some things are underneath the cloth. And he says, come on in, shut the door.
I step in and quickly look around.
All right, you look around. His apartment's kind of a shitty place. It's a studio. The walls have like stains on them. There's trash on the floor. As you look around, you can look past the kitchen where there is a bedroom that has a mattress on the floor, no frame.
Classic.
Probably stuffed with like money and semen.
Just packed with semen.
It's held up by old Peel's cans.
Yeah.
Money and semen.
Close the door behind me. I say, that candy bar, what do you got?
Says, well, let's take a look. And he pulls the sheet off the table.
To produce money from my pocket.
He shows you the guns. He goes, we got a nice 45 Magnum over here. And if that's a little too big for you, we got a 38. And then if you want something a little on the lighter side, we got a 22 as well.
Let's say I'm hunting big game. Maybe I'll take the big boy there.
He goes, well, you know, the other two are kind of standard, but this one...
Well, I'd probably want something that's more concealable, too.
Yeah, well, if that's the case, you know, that's not going to be the one you want. You're going to want the 22 for the most concealable.
I was leaning toward the 38. It's more, probably something I'm more comfortable with.
All right.
Is it like a snub nose revolver, or?
It is not a snub nose.
No.
No.
What is the... I'm not sure the 22 would give me the stopping power I might need.
I see what you're saying. Well, the 38 would be concealable in these baggy-ass clothes you're wearing.
Yeah, so would the Magnum. Well, shit, I do really want the big one. But maybe I'll stick with the 38.
Okay, so small, medium, large, and you're going for the medium.
Goldilocks.
Like the way you think, Thompson.
I,
I'm sorry. Detective Thompson.
steer clear of the use of anybody's names.
Oh, yeah.
Not that I don't trust you, but there's a lot going on right now.
He says he got nothing to worry about. I ain't no fucking rat.
Unless I'm paying you.
Oh, well, I mean, that might be a different story, you being a person of authority and whatnot.
You've always helped me out. I'd like to help out my friends, too. I reach for the gun on the table.
Okay? He puts his hand over and goes, ah. Detective, we're gonna want payment first before you pick that up.
Well, I tossed some money on the table.
All right, so you toss money on the table. How much do you throw down? Just a wad of cash, or?
I feel like when I initially spoke to him, I offered $100.
All right.
But I'm not sure. Will that suffice? That's what I threw down, like 250s, you know. Two generals.
250s, two generals. It's a good one. So he takes a look at him. He goes, that's going to have to be another 50 there.
That's fair.
You got to understand, these weren't easy to come across.
I got to hit the bank soon. I'm running out of walking around money. I throw him another 50.
All right. And you have yourself a 38 handgun.
All right. You never saw this, and this exchange never happened.
He goes, absolutely not.
Well, I got to get out of here.
All right, detective, you have a good one. And he's just he's taking the 50s and putting them in his back pocket while he says that.
I assume it's not loaded. As I'm walking toward the door, I check is it a revolver, right? It's like a cylinder.
Yeah, it's a revolver.
It's empty?
It is not empty.
Oh, it's like he came loaded.
Yeah.
So I kind of look back at him like, you shouldn't keep him loaded like this, you know.
He said, I thought I was doing you a favor.
I just kind of wink at him, put my glasses back on.
All right. Yeah. Quiet, yeah.
It's a quiet riot of sorts.
All right. So you leave Freddy's place?
Oh, I didn't really trust the guy, but now I kind of like him. He's still shifty. I thought he was going to try to get me. Everybody's trying to get me.
Yeah. But, I mean,
they're all snakes.
You're kind of shifty too, so.
Well, you know, Freddy's just like, he only deals in like weed.
Oh, really? Well, back then it was a big deal, you know.
Yeah.
The Reagans were still
Reaganing.
War on drugs.
Choking the hemp trade or some shit.
But also, being a detective, I mean, that's got to carry some kind of mutual sway there. Even though he might be a bad guy, you know, anybody who's into nefarious things is going to know that's usually not a good idea to...
Not a good person to fuck with,
yeah.
But if he finds out that, like, I might not
that
completely be... well, like, I didn't get fired yet. It's still, like, the day of or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The day after, rather.
You're just on the run from getting fired.
Yeah.
Kind of...
You can't fire me. I'll just run away.
You can't fire me. I'm on vacation.
I'm AWOL.
So, jog back on out to the van.
Okay.
What's the weather like? Still cold? Or
it's let's see, it's March. It's temperate out right now. It's like 45 degrees. You know, it's still a little chilly, but not like freezing cold.
I feel like I liked it when it was more cold. It was easier to spot a snake. Jog out and close the door. I eventually have to drop off this friggin' van, but shit, I'm such a dummy. Did I ever try to use the I don't think I did. Try to use the warrant at the school to get the girls' personal information and stuff?
You haven't yet?
All right, I'm going to go back to the school.
Okay. Back to the school again?
I got to keep myself busy, otherwise I'm going to start thinking about my kids.
Right.
And I can't get emotional, you know, because it's not what Thompson does.
Forgot all about that until Walter said it. I was like, oh my God, there's that too.
Even if I'm not a detective anymore, I want to immerse myself in this case for their sake, right? I think it's something Luke would do.
It's what they would want.
That's what they would want.
You will get back to University City around 5 o'clock.
Okay. I try to step on it a little bit, you know. I feel like if any of the offices or whatever are closing at 5, I try to get there a little sooner.
You get there, you step on the gas. Give me a drive roll.
We've rolled dice in this game?
No.
Shit. Oh my God.
If you're trying to get there fast.
My drive outro. Oh no, how do I not have no drive? Whoops. I probably didn't
You're not like a stunt driver or anything.
No, yeah. And it's not a, 80s movie.
Right.
Cops, yeah. I never had to do some sweet burnouts or anything. Like my car too much. It's a 65. It's not going to do it.
Okay, so you will get there at 5 o'clock.
All right, yeah. It looks like
You pull up
traffic
to...
sucks. I'm not going to push it because it's a shitty van.
Right, but you pull up to the administration building. By the time you get in there, it looks like people are trying to maybe pack up and leave. But of course, you have a warrant, so...
Yeah, go up to the desk. You want around to help me out right now?
Yeah, there's still someone at the front desk, but it looks like they're putting shit away right now. And as you walk up, they go, yeah, can I help you with something?
There's someone in records that can help me. I flash my badge. I say I have a warrant for some information about 2 of your students.
She goes, oh. And she grabs the phone, picks it up, and calls someone and goes, hey, I know, we're about to close, but there's a cop here who wants some records. And she hangs the phone up and says, okay, they said send you up. So
Thank you.
she gives you the room number. You go there. And what kind of information are you looking for?
Information about their classes, their student records that they would have, I guess their information about their parents, and I don't need any monetary records or anything, I don't think.
Nope.
Just info about their classes and any personal information, I guess, you have about the parents and whatnot.
Okay. Well, you have their home. They will give you their home addresses where they live with their parents. They give you the name of the sorority that they were at.
Sorority.
Yeah. We'll just say it's Gamma Kappa Pi.
Gamma Kappa Pi. I wrote it with an E, pie with an E, because I've never had that kind of pie.
You've never had pie with an E?
Kappa Pi, or Gamma Kappa Pi for that matter.
Delicious.
I wrote it with an E. Because that's how I thought it was.
I think it's just PI, right?
Yep.
Like
Yeah, it's
the,
PI.
Yep, it is.
the number?
Yep.
What nerds.
When you said it, I was like, what do you mean? That's how... Oh.
3.14, bro.
So that's their sorority. And they were staying in the sorority building, sorority house.
Mm-hmm.
And I need their class schedules. And I guess any records on the last time they were here.
When you're looking through their schedules, you do see one thing that their schedules have in common.
Mm-hmm.
And that is that they both have a 1 to 3 class Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with Professor Tom Winklespect.
Okay. Do they have any records of when they last, when was the last time they were in class?
Yes. It's been 2 weeks that they've been missing, or since they've gone to class. You see that they've been absent from all their classes for 2 weeks.
All right. I think this is all I need. Sorry to take up the time at the end of your day. Thank you very much.
So no problem. Get out of there with your new info.
Mm-hmm. I make haste before anyone, starts asking questions.
Right. Okay. You get the fuck out of here.
Pushing my luck. I guess that's all my errands.
Okay. That'll take you out to 5:30. After going through all that shit with records and them trying to fetch it for you and stuff. Is there anywhere you'd like to go from here? Anything else you want to accomplish today?
I don't think so. I'd probably start heading back to Freeman's house.
Okay.
Since I've been driving around with his rental.
All right.
But I think maybe I stop maybe out front or something and spend a little time in the van looking at my files and like the stuff about the murder and shit like that.
Okay.
Just kind of going over some stuff.
Okay.
We haven't had time to really sit down and like absorb a lot of stuff. So I'm just gonna, read over a lot of my notes and stuff I've been taking. I guess
connecting some dots.
Maybe even try to understand a little better the skinwalking
Okay.
thing.
All right.
You know, maybe I was like, see that and be like, huh, I never really did read this, did I?
There's so much stuff going.
Well, Thompson, if you're spending some actual time,
I think it's better to do it before it's too late. It might not be bad to know. And my goddamn kids are on the line, too.
that's right.
You know, this whole world is on the line, but them damn boys.
So if you take a full hour in the van here, I will give you a POW roll. I'm sorry, first it's an intelligence roll.
No, right now. First.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like now?
I'm like waiting. I'm like, what?
I don't know. I
like-
was just staring at the wall. So.
I was so into it as an adult. This shouldn't be too hard. 90 is my intelligence.
Holy shit.
That makes him sound like a genius.
Smarty pants.
63.
All right.
Pass.
All right, that's a pass.
And pow.
And now a POW roll, but I'm going to need a hard pass.
All right, I gotta get a 37 to get a hard pass.
Ooh.
35. No bullshit.
Whoa.
Thank you, Jangle Dice.
Great job.
Okay. Thompson, you've had a day or so to kind of study this. This stuff just, for whatever reason, and you're not sure why, but you seem almost drawn to it or like a natural at it.
Well, I have a little experience with that, you know, that little pearl thing, the opal.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
You
true.
know.
And his life is on the line.
Said I was a natural at that too. I
You
think.
already have kind of a understanding of how to access certain parts of your mind that were inaccessible to you before. So,
Magus Cop.
let's give you some stats here.
you don't want to be part of that gang.
This summer,
What was that?
when organized crime turns to the dark side, only one man can stop them.
Did I already give you the stats on that? I think I did.
The what now? Oh, the stats. Yes.
For the spell?
Yeah. Oh, is that what
Okay,
you're looking
great.
for? Yeah, I'm pretty.
Yeah,
got 'em
I
already.
forgot I already gave that to you. All right. But you now think, at least, you know how to cast that spell.
Oh, really? Like straight up, cool.
Pretty sure you can.
Okay,
You
well-
obviously haven't tried it yet, but
No, it's just for, you know, at some point we'll try it maybe, but.
yeah.
So does that change anything? Like if there's a mythos or anything like that? I'm gonna write down the spell here.
Not until you actually use it.
Okay.
Go knock
I
on
get to-
Willis's door, looking like Willis.
Get to write skinwalking in my arcane tones and spells section. I didn't think Luke was gonna be doing none of that stuff. But you know, desperate times.
I gave each of you one spell to kind of learn, so
Oh.
each of you's got one.
We ain't no plebes.
Yeah, right.
I'm
The plebe. The plebeian.
I am. I keep trying, but I can't do it
I
yet.
can't do
I
it.
just can't do it yet. I keep studying. It's not working.
All right. Let's go back to Walter. Walter, you are doing your studying. You're looking over all these circles, these diagrams and sigils and runes and all kinds of geometric shapes. And it's all kind of starting to affect you a little bit, like give you a little bit of a headache. Give me a pound roll.
Oh boy. Haven't used these dice in a while. I better warm them up.
They sound different. Click clack.
It's the plastic
Sure.
and the gemstone combination.
It's got a good clack.
Yeah,
like
nice
it.
clickety clack.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just barely passed my power with a 63.
Okay, so I needed a hard pass on that because you've been doing this for a while. All right, so Walter, these symbols and lines, geometric shapes, and the words all start to kind of run together. The words in the book start to hit a strange cadence that kind of sucks you in even further. It has a weird rhythm to it that's both patterned and chaotic at once, like an irregular heartbeat.
Thump thump.
The world begins to swirl around you. Let's have a sanity roll.
Shit. $21.
Okay, so no sanity loss. However, you find that your surroundings have changed. You are inside of a colossal, cacophonous cavern. You see shadows dancing on the stone walls, driven by the song of some unseen flame that illuminates holes big enough to climb into. As you look around, you see what must be hundreds of thousands of holes bored into a massive rocky surface, resembling an enormous insect hive. You hear hissing start to emanate from these holes, echoing through the seemingly endless cavern you're trapped in. The hissing becomes louder and louder, and the vibrations of your eardrums begin to make you nauseous. Your fear is crippling right now.
Kind of shivers a little bit.
You just hear get louder and louder. You didn't lose any sanity, but you suddenly snap out of it and realize that you are tucked in a ball in your hospital bed right now. Your chest is burning right now because the new position that you took. That's probably what woke you up out of it, though.
Whoa. I guess kind of snaps to it and kind of, oh, shit. Carefully tries to stretch back out to a normal, relaxed position.
Okay. Walter, as you're trying to stretch back to your normal position, you look over at the book, and you see the words start to swirl and come back into place again where they originally were. And you're like, did I really see that? Or was that happening?
Oh, man. I think he tries to put that out of his mind for a moment and just kind of checks the bandage, like maybe gently kind of pokes at it to see if it hurts any more or less in any positions. Or...
It does. It hurts pretty bad. In the position that you're in right now, you probably want to lay down on your back.
Unscrunch it.
Yeah. Walter, you think that what you had seen is perhaps the lair of the Ophidians. If what you saw was real and not strictly a figment of your imagination.
Well, that's kind of what I'm wondering. I mean, he kind of tries to think back to what he read. I mean, the passages he was reading, I mean, did it pertain to things of that nature, or does it seem like what I saw was completely unrelated to the text?
What you saw, you have gotten hints at in the text of how they would be contained within their slumber. But you actually see it in this vision that you had.
I wonder, I kind of dwell on the thought and where my mind just was. Did it seem more like it was in the present or like a future where they were waking up and we had failed or something? Or
that's hard to tell. There was no like calendar on the wall or anything, but you get the feeling that that's probably what would happen should they not be stopped.
I guess it's tricky business. I think for now, though, he kind of closes the book and probably, just puts them all away for a little bit.
Okay.
And gets comfortable and hits that morphine drip. So has access to that.
Time to go to sleep.
Yeah, I think... unfortunately, I might have done enough reading for the moment.
All right. I
don't like that.
Okay.
Pumps morphine.
But, I mean, he does kind of dwell on those thoughts some more, though.
Okay. That makes sense. I mean, there was some scary shit for you.
Also, too, what time is it when I kind of come back around? Does it look like it's been minutes, or has it been a long time? Or
It's been a while now. It is currently... Okay, for you, it is 5:30 right now when you start hitting that plunger.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, I probably don't want to fuck up my freshly grafted skin anymore, so I think
Sure.
it might be better for my body and mind if I just kind of relax and try to drift off for a bit.
All right. And you do so. Just kind of... Well, I mean, the morphine certainly helps.
Mm-hmm.
But you do
Get like
drift
that.
off after getting a little woozy.
Sleepless dreaming as I lie there and then fall asleep eventually, I'm sure. But
Hopefully dreamless sleep, too. Now, let's go back to Heather because she has the earliest here. We got 6:30, 5:30, and Heather's at 4.
Okay, I was gonna call Private Eye Mike Earl from the bar.
Okay. All right. You call the number that's on Mike Earl's card there. Mm-hmm. On the other end, after a few rings, you hear, "Hello, this is Mike Earl's office."
And do I know that it's him making that voice?
You suspect it is.
I said, "Oh my God, you're such an idiot." Yeah, it's the woman you're stalking. It's Heather.
And he goes, "Oh, oh, Heather." What's up? What's up?
Oh my God. I was wondering if you're not doing anything, if you could meet me at the fireside.
Oh, sure. I'll meet you there about a half hour.
That's fine. Sure.
All right. See you in a little bit. All right. So 4:30 rolls around. You see that car that you saw before pull up out front of the bar. I'm gonna say he drives a Ford Mercury Marquis.
Nice.
And it's a newer one. It's like a late model. It's gray and it has a red stripe going from the front to the back of the car.
Oh.
Each
Ooh.
side has a little detail stripe.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Earl steps out. He's still wearing his detective hat and trench coat, looking very Dick Tracy like.
Oh my God. So just open the door and go, "Can just come in. You are so conspicuous. Just get in here."
He looks around before he enters. Pretty dead in here, huh?
Yeah, we're not open right now for a little bit. But I just wanted to let you know I called my grandfather or whatever, the stranger. I don't know if you've talked to him, but he knows it's going to be a week or so.
Yeah, he left a message on my answering machine. He didn't seem too happy about that. But I told him, what am I supposed to do about that? All I can do is keep an eye on you. I don't know. He seemed kind of mad with me over that. I don't know if I'm going to be hired by him much longer, honestly.
Well, what did he say?
He said that he didn't believe that you had a friend that was sick, that you were trying to just delay it and try to run away with his money, probably. I didn't know what to tell him, except that you haven't done anything conspicuous and you haven't left Philadelphia, at least, but you're still hanging around, and I got an eye on you, and I told him not to worry, but again, he seemed pretty pissed off at me.
Well, maybe if you want to keep making money from him, you send him some of those pictures of me that you said you have going into the hospital, so you can keep this job.
That's a good idea.
Are you interested in a side job?
Oh. Yeah.
And I give him Professor Bradshaw and Winklespeck's names.
Okay.
And it says I can spend $200. So I give him $200.
All right. He goes, yeah. Do you know these guys personally, or?
A little.
Okay.
If you could tell me where they go on a daily basis and just keep an eye on them, maybe get some pictures.
Sure thing.
And I'm going to the hospital later, so if you want to take some new shots of me walking in to the hospital and send them to Glenn to keep him hiring you, because I don't need him hiring, no offense, someone better.
Oh man, that stings. I'll tell you, that stings.
Someone else.
Someone else, yeah. I just mean you're new. You're a little, you're raw.
Well, I'll show you. I can get some info on these people here. I'll be back with a full schedule for them.
All right, and I'll write down their names and I'll write where they work. And
Okay.
It's like as much information as Heather knows about them.
Gotcha. All right, and you give that over to Mike Earl.
And I want to know if Bradshaw is actually not around. Not Bradshaw. I meant to say
Brightly.
Brightly, yeah. Sorry. Too many bees.
That
Right,
changes
Shaw.
the game a
Sorry.
little bit. Okay. Both were kind of interesting,
Yeah.
though.
Sorry.
Not to be confused with Bradley or Brightshaw.
So many bees.
There's Bomb Binkelspect,
It's also,
Uh,
it's also
Billis Beeman.
it's also very humid up here with all the windows shut.
It's a little warm.
My girl says that he will keep an eye on those guys, track them down, see what he can find out. He said it might be a couple days, but I'll get you some info on these guys.
My girl.
All right, well, I mean, you know how to find me, so just...
He says, yeah, okay, all right, I'll get in contact with you when I find some stuff out here. And he tips his hat. He goes out the door after that.
Okay, and then I get Sal's shady books.
Nice.
You know,
Okay.
his bookkeeping or his porns. I don't know what I'm collecting, but I'm just gonna
No,
get
no,
them.
it's not porn.
You it's
His
the
porno mags.
you looked through his shifty books before.
Yeah.
Remember you
Yeah.
had I think you had Luke look at him too,
did.
and he's like, well, it's not really his area of expertise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the ones that have the money funneled to
Yeah.
Chucky M.
Yeah. Do I find anything else cool in his desk?
Well, you looked before.
I
There
did.
wasn't anything.
I did. Just
Yeah.
I'm saying. Maybe one of those pens that you click and then the lady's top comes off, probably.
Whoa. I bet.
Check it
I
out.
feel like he'd have one.
So, sun's starting to go down now. Heather, it's 5 o'clock for you. You're approaching the times for the other investigators here. Anything else you want to do for tonight?
Oh no, I'll just bring Sal his books. And
Okay.
I guess go see Walter before visiting hours are over.
You know, it's still visiting hours, so you can go see Sal, who gratefully takes the books from you.
Oh, thanks, Heather. You know, we just gotta hold on to these for a little bit. And, you know, if anyone comes around asking about it, you don't know where they are, okay?
I was just gonna ask you what I'm saying. If these seem...
You say, I just work here. I just work here. You know, I'm not in control of that kind of stuff.
Alright. Do you need anything else? What, some food?
And he said, yeah, this hospital food is killing me.
And the gunshot.
Got him.
I knew that would make Sal laugh.
Says all this low salt crap. Ugh. It's like eating rabbit food.
Do you want me to sneak you in like one of those sausage sandwiches that they're selling in the carts out front?
Oh, that would hit the spot. Yeah. That sounds real good. Yeah, you go do that, Heather. Go do that right now.
Okay, Sal.
All right. So you go down, get him the sausage, bring it back
I'm
up.
gonna
He's
get
very
two.
grateful.
I'm gonna put one in his
Oh.
drawer.
Drawer sausage.
Yeah, he seemed like he would eat an old sausage sandwich.
Boy, Sal, you're smelling a little more ripe than usual.
So you put that in there, and
Yeah, that's Sal for salami. It's short.
His name's actually Salami.
Sounds all right.
That's wonderful.
Checks
So
out.
Italian.
It's a regional name.
Heather, when you go to Walter's room, you see that he is passed out in his bed. They have brought a tray of food in and have it on one of those wheelie tables that you can push it under the bed. Walter's just kind of sitting back, gently snoring.
All right, I'm gonna ask the nurse like how he's doing.
She says, well, he's recovering pretty good, actually. Little better than expected given his age, but doing pretty well. We're just keeping on a course of the antibiotics. Of course, he has his own pain management.
Is that the morphine?
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Is there any like timeline of when he could possibly get out? I only ask because his job has been asking me. I just want to be able to give them something.
Well, that depends on his constitution rolls. No,
She knows so much.
she's so meta. Where do I have that? Oh, yeah, pictures.
Did you say for Walter or Sal? I missed that part.
Walter.
Oh, I think you said the earliest was Sunday.
Well, the earliest you would get out would be Sunday. But your first Constitution roll is Saturday to see how good you do.
Just hoping. Glad I didn't skimp on Constitution.
All right. Anyone else want to do anything for Thursday?
Can I study my spell at Walter's?
But I think you already rolled for it today.
I did. But I could do it again.
Nope.
In like 12
You can do it tomorrow.
12 episodes.
Just gotta wait a couple hours till midnight, you know? Just like
Yeah.
nap and then wake
Yeah,
up
that's
and
what I'm
do
gonna
it
do. I'm
again.
gonna go to sleep on the couch.
Okay.
But then you're gonna have to wait a whole another day.
Early bedtime?
Yeah.
I mean, you've been through a lot of shit.
Would I have to call an operator or something to like, if I was to get someone to like look up these numbers and see who they
Information.
belong to? Yeah, I mean, is that like something anybody could do?
Yeah.
Who do these numbers belong to?
Yeah, just call up information. I think they can look it up for you.
Tell me who they're registered to or whatever. All right. There's that piece of paper that was in,
It was in Higfrit's pockets.
yeah, the flashcards with the 7 phone numbers.
Yes.
I would like to stop by a phone booth and call information.
And ask about these numbers. Okay.
Yes.
So you call them up. They gather your information, those numbers, and they put you on hold for a little bit. After about 5 minutes, they come back and they say, well, sir, all of these are registered to pager numbers.
They're all different pages, I see. And do they not, I guess there would be, are there no names or whatever attached to them or businesses or anything?
Unfortunately, there's no real way to tell who has the pager.
Fair. All right, thank you very much.
Says, okay, thanks for calling. And you hang up with them.
And then I drive back to Willis's. Whoops. Thanks for your van. What time is it about? It's like after 6?
Back to Willis's, that will take you to 7:30.
7:30, okay. A little later than I planned. But, you know, there's stuff to do. I don't feel too bad because he's a bad guy.
Yeah. And
Or at least, you know, maybe he's just
he did stab you.
innocent but got caught up in shit. He
did
did stab
stab
me
you.
too.
Stab.
Yeah,
Totally
fuck that
tried
guy.
to
He
kill you.
stabbed you.
He was gonna murder you.
Yeah.
And there's some weird stuff going on in his basement. It was like,
So you drop that off.
Are there any lights on in his garage?
Not in the garage. All of the lights are off in the garage. All the lights are off on the first floor. You only see one light on upstairs.
I guess he's just taking it easy today, you know, hanging out up there.
Well, he did lose his mind.
Yeah. Is there windows in the garage door?
Yes.
Or there, I know there's one on the little side door, but is it like the big roll door in front? I forgot if I asked that.
There are no windows on the roll door on the front.
Shouldn't be.
No.
All right then. I'll knock at his front door, or ring his doorbell if he has one.
Before you go to knock or ring, you see that light that's on the second floor go out.
You're just trying to bait me, George. I know what you're doing. Well, I got these keys to return. I walk around the side of the house and peek in the window on the side of the garage door.
Okay.
See if I could see, I assuming since it's not lit or anything, see if it outlines or shapes of anything. Does it look like he might have put the corpse away at any point?
If you're looking at the table in the center, and you see what appears to be the corpse covered in a sheet right now.
Yeah, okay. I guess it's like cool enough. It's gonna be cold tonight-ish, right?
That's what he said. Yeah, he said it was going to be cool enough that, you know, it won't like decompose overnight or anything.
If it was 45 during the day, it's going to get chilly at night.
Yeah.
Well then shit, I'm gonna go back to the van. Maybe take a little nap.
All right. Take a little nap in the
It's a
van.
little early.
Yeah, it's still early. 7:30. How long you napping for?
Well, I think he barely slept
Yeah,
the
he did.
previous day, so I think it might be a little more than the intended nap.
Give me a Constitution roll.
I think when he goes and lays in the van, he'll
He might just pass out. Yeah.
go a little too far. Which, you know, a little extra Rest never killed nobody. Plus, I need these damn hit points. Oh no.
What?
You know, when it rains, or, you know, sometimes the giveth and the taketh away. It's 3 zeros. There's too many zeros there. That's bad, right?
That's the crittest of...
Sounds like it killed me. A little too much sleep
No.
did actually kill me.
No.
Wouldn't that just mean you didn't sleep?
No, but
No.
that's going to be you for the night.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I got my fucking thumb in my mouth.
Walter, you're just resting out?
I mean, it depends. Was he able to get like a couple hours of sleep to kind of break the train of thought he had going there for a little bit?
I'm going to say you wake up around 9 o'clock. And out of your morphine-induced slumber.
Totally.
9 o'clock rolls around. You get up. You look around the room. And all you can do is think back to that cavern with the holes in the rock.
Yep.
The image is burned into your mind.
Kind of what I was afraid of, and rather than meditate on it, seems like a perfect time for some reading. So I picked the book back up where I left off, and
Okay.
probably with my mind's eye, focus on what I saw in that fever dream or vision or whatever it was, and try to make sense of the words.
All right. So you're still in this is the 15th book you're doing right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're looking through stuff. You look at not just that book, but you have other things there too. Plenty of stuff to go through. You look at the papers that have the layered shapes on them. You haven't held them up to light to make a single shape come through. But you kind of flip through them and you start recognizing that these shapes kind of add up to the shape that's carved into the 15th book. Remember I said the 15th book had some symbol carved into it?
Definitely. I mean, was there anything in this book that was kind of like the lines that, created the cube in the other one? Is there something similar going on like that? Or does it look like he traced them or something? I'm not too sure.
That's tough to say, really. All you know is that this matches the layered paper. Or parts of it seem to match, and should you hold it up to the light and it shine through, you would be able to see that they are the same.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of thought he would have done that at some point, because I thought he was trying to compare the completed diagram to things in the book.
Yeah, the only place you see this diagram isn't within the book, but on the cover.
I wonder, is there any reference to these different diagrams? Do they have any kind of name, or is it just part of the ritual, like an element?
Well, give me an education roll.
Another just barely pass, 73.
Okay. You know you've seen this somewhere else, too. Where did you see this?
I had that bookmark, too.
Hold on a second. It was in the Orendum Anguis Populo. The part of the book that talks about the priest high spell to grasp an organ internally. There is that symbol right around where the spell is.
The invisible touch spell.
Yeah. Yes. The Phil Collins spell.
She reaches in and grabs right hold of your heart.
That's what the note was about. That's exactly what the note was
Since
about.
having a Phidian look, yeah.
Tricky business. Well, I mean, with that in mind, then maybe he puts the 15th book aside and goes back to the snakeskin bound book. I think there was still some more of that I had to read.
Yes.
Particularly that spell.
Mm-hmm. So, you're going to read up on that. That's going to take a little while. Thompson, are you doing anything else? Oh, no, you're out for the night. That's right.
He did.
Heather, I'm
He
sorry.
did.
Heavily
I'm sorry.
snoring, maybe?
Heather, what are you doing for the rest of the night?
I
Anything?
mean, I just was studying the spell and then went to
Yeah.
bed.
Okay. All right. You study the spell for a while. You
I'll
go
check
to bed.
Walter's messages.
Give me Constitution roll.
Hope I don't.
Okay.
All right, Constitution roll. Hope I don't.
Just telemarketing
Okay.
stuff on the messages.
No private investigators or like.
No private investigators.
Or detectives threatening me. Or not detectives, play directors or anything.
Nope.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do them one at a time. Okay. 35. That's a hard pass.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay. So what time do you want to wake up?
I don't know, what's 8 o'clock?
8 a.m. All right. Let me just mark this off here. We are into Friday.
That's like an
It's a
adult.
new
Wow.
guys. I'm turning over a new leaf. I got private investigators working for me. I know a bunch of professors. I kind of have a job. I own a bar. Guys.
Jeez. My grandmother's husband's trying to
Yeah.
murder me.
I got this necklace that's always cold. I mean, moving up.
Thompson, you wake up.
I wake up like that all the time.
Yeah, I hate that.
Like in real life.
No. I don't.
Out in that freezing cold van, you probably would wake up with this.
Well, your
Southern
rolled triple
style.
zeros. Look up with your tongue halfway
Yeah.
in
What
your
time was
throat.
it, George?
It is 5 in the morning.
That was my guess. I made a note of it too,
Oh, neat.
and I wrote that it was a guess, just in case I had to remember. Alrighty. 5 a.m.
It's totally dark.
Look at the watch. Fuck, I didn't mean to sleep this long, but I assume if he went to bed when I saw that light go out, he would also be getting up at this same time. If
What, at
not
5?
already up, I don't know. I mean, he doesn't have class for a while, but if
That's
he's going
true.
to bed at 7:30, I mean, how long can he sleep?
Well,
I mean, there's some people do.
he's had traumatic experiences. You're not sure.
Don't stand up for him, George. Okay.
You always take his side.
All right. I kind of clear the shit out of my eyes and stretch a little bit.
Wipe the cold
get-
out your eyes.
Get out of the car. Does it have like the van door on the side that slides, or do they is it like two doors that open outward?
Open outward.
Outward. Okay, good. Because I gotta pee, and I use that to conceal myself from 3 of the 4 sides,
All right.
just like
Good
the
plan.
flower delivery van. I'm sorry if anyone listens. Sometimes you gotta go. Like, I'm never doing it outside someone's house. I go somewhere, else.
Right.
Mostly.
So you conceal your piss. And
You gotta. It's survival. I don't know. It's what I do. Doggies do it. It's fine. I guess I have to return this van still, but I might just borrow it again. I don't know if I can really go and knock for him necessarily. It's still dark. I look up at his house and is there any lights on or anything?
Nope, not a single light on.
Walk around the side and look up and see if any of the back lights are on.
Nope. No, there's not a single light on in the house as you walk around it. Or the garage.
And when I was in his house before, would I have noticed, does he have an alarm system?
Give me an education roll.
Sensory things around on doors and windows. Edu.
Edu.
I got pretty good Edu. Oh. It's not that good.
You can't
failed.
recall. However, you do not remember locking the door when you left.
I don't really want to push my luck and start hanging around down there because I'm going to get locked in that room. And nobody really knows I'm here. So maybe I'll fire up the van real quick, get it
All right.
warm, and go find somewhere to grab some food.
Okay.
Because I really know that Heather really, really, really wanted to break into their houses with me. So I don't want to do it without her.
Thank you.
I say.
Thank you.
Also having some backup so that, we don't get trapped and,
All right, everyone
emaciated.
get a hit point back.
Thank you very much.
Hit point back,
I
and
will.
Heather, you wake up at 8 o'clock. You get your breakfast, take a shower, and do you go right back to trying to learn that spell again?
Yeah, I'll page Thompson Walter's number so he knows I'm there, and then I'll study the spell.
What time? 8?
Intelligence roll.
Yes. Be fucking cool, please. I have a lot of intelligence. Don't be a dick. Yes, I passed. 68. I have 85.
All right, now you're going to need a hard power roll.
I lost a lot from all those tricks. All those times I was cursed. No. 67.
Beat.
I need like
Whoa.
20. I don't have that much power.
Oh, wow. That might be tough for you to learn this.
I mean, magic is difficult to grasp. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes it takes a little while, but once you pick it up,
Remember that time I got a 1? It could happen again. I could do it.
it could.
It
It's
happen
gonna.
again.
It will.
Yeah.
The odds
It'll
are.
always happen again.
It can always. Not always, but
Walter, you wake up at 8 o'clock just in time to have breakfast. After breakfast, you're going to get your bandages changed again. Another painful process. Mm-hmm. All right, that'll take you out to 10 o'clock in the morning. And, okay, you tried your spell.
oh yeah, what was your
Thompson.
roll? Was it good? Was
Nah,
it bad? It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. And Thompson, it was 5 in the morning. You're driving to where?
A diner, I guess.
Okay.
Somewhere to warm up a little bit, get something to eat, and maybe use their bathroom, splash some water on my face or something.
All right.
Bird bath.
Take a little sink bath.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. You head up a diner in the area that you're at right now, and order up some grub, take a piss, or poop. Could be either.
Yeah, maybe I gotta make a number 2. I'm sure after one cup of coffee, or maybe sometime in the middle. It's kind of usually when it gets there. Yeah.
All right. So you freshen up and all that stuff, and
At around maybe like 7, I'll call Willis.
okay.
I'll probably be leaving that place, and I'll make a phone call.
All right.
See if he's up.
Call Willis at 7, and he is indeed up.
So sorry, didn't get by in time before I guess you went to bed. I still have your van.
He says, "Oh, yeah. Well, I'll return that after I get done classes today. I actually got to leave right about now, so."
I'm glad I caught you. Well,
Yeah.
good luck with everything. I will see you. Well, I guess I'll just drop it off at the
Yeah, he says,
house.
just
if you want
drop
me
it
to
off
throw
at
the
my
keys
house.
to the mailbox or whatever, the mail slot.
Yeah, that works perfectly.
All right.
All right, so he hangs up with you, and he has a class starting at 8.
Now I got a reason to be at his house. He's just gonna let me swing by and drop some keys off. He's a trusting dude. Not even worried that he murdered those girls. No remorse.
I mean, he's busy. He's got a class coming up in an hour.
Yeah, he's gotta
Yep.
be leaving.
Freeman's class is until 10.
Wait a minute. Yeah, no. Freeman's class, 10 to 11. But he is leaving now. Probably has early office hours.
Get some shit ready. Plus, you gotta get through traffic.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to get there. I mean, in that case, I guess I gotta kill time. I think I might go to the library, Central Library, maybe something like that. Out of curiosity. I guess I gotta find a meter, park, pay that shit.
Yeah, it's a whole...
And is there any they have like newspaper records, but they have like magazines, specifically tabloids.
Sure.
I want to look through a bunch of old tabloids for any
Like the
lizard
National
people, snake
Enquirer?
people, Ophidians.
So good.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe some of them are like real
Yeah.
things, real claims.
And we just ignore them, that it says, like, Bat Boy marries
Right?
fattest woman in the world.
What if somebody has predictions about, like, the day that the snakes are going to emerge and shit? And, like, on the off chance that anything we can use, I'm going to spend a little bit of time.
Oh my god, my mom would buy those for me all the time when I asked.
All right. Hopefully you find something there, but we're going to have to end the episode now. We're running a little over time.
Right as my pager goes off,
Right.
it's Heather.
Somebody throws a Molotov cocktail into the library.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa.
Too much.
Don't mix
Too
with
much.
books.
Too far.
All right. Thanks to everyone for listening. Special thanks to our Patreon supporters like Tom Winklespect, Regis Philbin, Sarah Wiley, Anne-Marie Callahan, Bad Funky, and Mike Earl, who's also on our Asylum attendee Patreon level and now has a character named after him.
Oh, shit.
Talking about my girl.
Hi, girl.
So once again, thanks. Once again, thanks for listening. And everyone remember, sanity is overrated. I'm gonna figure out something on the way here. Along the way. All right, let's go.
That's what we do.
Hello, thanks for joining. Let me do that again. That didn't sound enthusiastic at all.
And that's how they do it on Broadway.
Say it really, really unenthusiastic. Just,
I might do over enthusiastic.
Hello, this is
hey,
George.
guys.
But,
Everybody would be so
Hello.
interested. They'd be like, what's going on this one?
George is so sad.
hello.
This is sad.
Thanks for joining us for That Cthulhu John, episode 71. We are a Real Play Call Cthulhu podcast. My name is George. I'm a keeper of arcane lore, and with me are my friends and investigators, Chuck,
Hey.
Chad,
Nothing like it.
and Jenny.
Hi.
All right, real one now.
Okay. I ain't never thinking about that.
I don't want to. No, I don't
Although-
want to be like.
Keep it. Keep
Us,
it.
us
keep
sounding,
it.
us sounding bored, although it could be fun. I don't know.
I don't want to start off the episode sounding bored.
Nah, yeah. People will be like, ooh, I don't need to listen to this.
Give the people what they want. They're like, we're depressed. They're depressed. It just
gotta-
makes sense.
Get their attention immediately. We gotta hold it.
Inflation. I don't know. Other things.
This economy?
What was that sound?
Bidenomics. I don't know.
Thanks for listening. If you're enjoying the show, remember to like, follow, and drop us a review. And if you're really enjoying what you're hearing and want to support us, head on over to our Patreon, where we have bonus exclusive content for subscribers. We're also on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at That Cthulhu John. And you can always send us any questions and comments over to thatcthulhujohn@gmail.com.